Hello, I'm David Barlow. I'm a Hawaii car crash lawyer. And today we're going to talk about one of the pages on our website. This page is the site that talks about Maui auto accident injury lawyer, David Barlow. So we do practice law in all the islands of Hawaii. We are licensed in the state of Hawaii, which means we can handle cases in every island. That's even though our main offices are in Honolulu and on the Big Island, we can definitely help people on any of the islands of Hawaii. I don't know why Hawaii, we feel like each island is almost like a different state, and you can't help people on another island. That's just doesn't make sense, in my opinion. Having been like, for example, California, I think about lawyers in LA. If they get a call from somebody that's in San Diego, they're not going to say, oh no, I'm only a lawyer in LA, I'm not going to help you because you're in San Diego. Obviously, if they're licensed in the state of California, they can help people anywhere in California. So that's how we are. We definitely help people on all of the islands of Hawaii, including Maui. We are actually really good at all of the online types of processes. Beginning with the first contract. We have an online contract people can sign online. Our intake form is online. If people want to meet with us in person or on Zoom, that's fine. But a lot of clients do prefer to just sign up through email and the online contract, and away we go. They email and they call whenever they want, and things always go really smoothly. So basically, as Maui auto accident lawyers, we handle all types of auto accident cases. Of course, the main one is car accidents, but we also handle truck and commercial vehicle accidents, motorcycle accidents. Those are, of course, some of the most seriously injured clients we have. Unfortunately, motorcycles, if you're in an accident, they're just so much more dangerous, just because you don't have that metal cage protecting you like in a car. We definitely have helped a lot of motorcycle accident clients over the past 20 years. Pedestrians as well. Pedestrians is one of our common clients. Pedestrians also unfortunately suffer very serious injuries when they are hit by vehicles. And then we handle bicycle accidents, of course, and the up and coming e-scooters and e-bikes. Those are becoming more and more common. So we're handling a lot of those cases as well. We also handle uninsured and underinsured motorist claims. This is the type of insurance that you purchase for yourself, so that if somebody hits you who does not have insurance or who does not have enough insurance, which is actually very common in Hawaii. I wish it wasn't as common as it is, but it's quite common. So much so, like, it's actually really not smart to not have UM and UIM coverage. If you're gonna sign up for car insurance, might as well get that other coverage, UM, UIM, because it's very inexpensive and it can really, really help you a lot if somebody hits you and does not have insurance. Of course, we specialize in the Hawaii no-fault insurance. That's that insurance that provides $10,000 of medical bills for yourself. It's under your own insurance for the vehicle that you are in. That's what pays the first $10,000 in medical bills. Of course, in many of our clients, the medical bills are way, way above $10,000. So first you use up that first $10,000 of the no-fault insurance, and then either your personal health insurance pays, but ultimately the settlement with the at-fault driver who's liable for the accident, the settlement against that driver will include all of your medical bills. So when you're in an accident, don't worry about the medical bills. They are going to be paid either by your no-fault insurance, or in the end, they're all going to be covered under the settlement for the at-fault driver. Okay, so always put your health first. Don't worry about the bills. All right, let's see what else. Yeah, basically, there's just some advice on this page that to keep in mind insurance companies are not on your side. All right, they are experts, professionals at making it sound like they're there to help you. All right, this is both. This is either your own insurance or the other driver's insurance. Okay, the adjusters are always usually very sweet, very nice, and you feel like, oh, they're totally going to help me. They get you to open up, confide, and then give statements. But this is part of their technique, their strategy to, in the end, to take advantage of you and pay less than they have to. All right, so just have your guard up when talking to insurance companies. That's why we always recommend that you call us first before you deal with the insurance, because they are, I'm telling you, they are prolific at tricking you to think that they are there to help you. Obviously, they have to help you, because that is would be a crime if you paid insurance premiums to them for 20 years and then when it's time to make a claim they just kind of ignore you, like, and not pay anything. Like, they have to pay, but their whole goal is to pay you the least amount possible, especially when it comes to your injuries, because it is debatable how much your pain and suffering is worth. So, because that is a very, debatable subject, like, it's not, you can't just put in a calculator and come up with the number. So, that's where they like to take advantage of you, is to pay you a lot less than what is a fair amount. So keep that in mind. So basically, right after the accident, make sure you call the police, make a report, pretty much no matter how small the accident is. Unless you are 100% sure you're not injured, it's not a problem, you better call the police and do a police report. All right? If there's any issue at all, significant damage or possible injuries whatsoever, make sure you call the police, make a police report. The other driver, the at-fault driver, believe me, they're going to try to talk you out of it. They're going to offer you $100. They're going to promise that they're going to take care of everything. Don't worry, just don't involve the insurance. We've heard it 1,000 times, okay? It's rare that you call them later and say, oh, okay, so my car costs $12,000. Can you go ahead and send a check? And they're like, oh, yeah, no problem. Like, no, like, especially injuries, come on. Like, you're going to call them 3 months later, okay, I had all this treatment. Can you send a check for $20,000? That's not going to happen, So ignore how nice they seem. So I'm seeing a trend here, right? The other driver who's at fault, the insurance adjusters, they're all going to act nice, act like they're going to pay everything, don't need to worry about nothing. It's a trend, okay? Like, you got to have your guard up. You got to assume the worst about all these people, okay? So keep that in mind. So call the police. Make sure you get checked out. If you think you are injured at all, have the ambulance come and check you out. If you think you need to go to the ER, jump in the ambulance and go. Like I was saying, you have $10,000 in insurance. It's there for that purpose. The purpose of that insurance is so you're not worried about medical bills when you're injured in an accident. All right? They have that insurance. They wrote that law for a purpose, so that when you're injured, you jump in the ambulance and you go and get treatment. Okay? So make sure you do that. And then, of course, call a lawyer, call us, and make sure you got a lawyer on your side before things start happening, before you start making statements to insurance companies, before things start going bad. You got to get a lawyer on your side to protect your rights, to give you that good advice, to handle the insurance adjusters. We've been dealing with them for 20 years. We're used to all their tricks. They don't even try them with us, okay? So anyway, please give us a call if you've been injured in any sort of auto accident on the island of Maui, but then again, also on any of the islands of Hawaii. We are licensed to practice law throughout the whole state of Hawaii. Which island, it's irrelevant. We get great settlements for every client. no matter the island that they're on. Okay? So give us a call. We'll be happy to help you out. Thank you.